number 16, this is where I have the ifgers. The Chargers. Yeah, they're going to be. Yeah, they're mid. They're good, but they're mid.
They're the most 15 team ever.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
They're the most really fringe 10-7 team I've ever seen.
That's actually that's a good way to put that.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Who do you have at 16, Dom?
Who do I have at 16?
Is it another hot take?
No.
It's not another hot take, actually.
It's the Lions.
It's
We're going to keep saying Detroit until we actually
Just
put
got the
them down.
Ravens
on.
here.
no, not the Ravens.
That'd be pretty
They're coming soon.
Oh.
They're coming pretty soon.
I forgot
guys.
we have the biggest hater of all time on our podcast.
I'm not a hater of the Ravens.
He's just a hater.
Dom's going to hate where I put the Ravens.
Who do you got here, Dom?
Who we
I
got?
also had the Packers here, John.
Okay.
It's just their
okay.
division. It's a tough division. I factored the division in.
Okay.
Jordan Love.
I am really curious to see where you have the Bears.
Oh, they're high up. They're
I'm
pretty
curious
high
to
up.
see how high.
Really?
Let's not
Yes.
spoil. Let's not spoil. We
Really?
Still got a list to
Yeah,
go.
I feel like you've been really low on the Bears, from what I've heard from you. Because I'm really interested to see how high you put them.
I'm just the Packers. I mean,
I
again,
filled up a page with notes about the top 10. Oh my
Lions,
God.
Bears are way better than them. Packers, it's every year, same thing, over and over. Kind of like what you said about the Chargers, Connor. It's the most 10-7 I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Speaking with mid, at 16, I put the Kansas City Chiefs. It's kind of about the highest I could put them with the other teams I have remaining. You have Mahomes. You have Kenneth Walker, which I thought was a really great signing, but I'm just waiting to see, can you get back to that kind of Super Bowl wannabe Kansas City Chiefs?
Yeah, I got Chiefs right with you, RJ. We're going
Let's
bam
go.
bam
Wow,
tonight.
John.
It's a bit of a transition year for him. I mean, Mahomes coming off a pretty bad injury. They're getting some new pieces on defense. I like Noel Williams a lot. He's going to be a big part of that secondary along with Mansour Delane. And they also got Peter Woodspeed, that kind of heir apparent to Chris Jones right there. But still, get Mahomes some receivers. Man, how many years have we been saying this? It's still Rashi Rice and Word like it is every year, just being mid.
That must be a division thing. Get X quarterback or receiver. What is it with the AFC West? They've been saying that for Bo Nix.
The Broncos got their receiver.
They
Bo
finally
Nix.
did.
Bo-
And that factors into where I put them.
How is Bo Nix, by the way?
He's good.
He's Bo Nix.
He's good.
He's Bo Nix.
He's pretty good. Like, I mean, he's not like a game winner.
Like
or
healthy,
anything like
though.
that. I believe he's gonna be good to go for week 1.
Good.
As far as I've heard.
Who is?
I
Awesome.
haven't
Bo.
heard otherwise.
Epic.
He should be.
I thought he was healthy. I thought he was
I
at
think he's
least
healthy.
practicing
He
full
is healthy.
I
capacity.
hope
He
he's
is
doing.
good.
I hope he's doing fine.
All right, number 15 is where I have the Niners. It's about as high as I could put them. I mean, there's the inevitable injury. I feel like Christian McCaffrey had way too healthy of a season last year.
I feel like I'm the highest on this team, but I had to go with the Giants at this spot at number 15.
Wow.
I can
It's
respect
pretty
that.
high, but I
like it.
I think that they're going to have a promising season. They've got a lot of good players. I mean, they just added Najee Harris and Calvin Austin. No,
He tore his ACL.
Calvin,
you know that, right?
he did?
Yeah. That
Well,
just happened
But
today.
they added today.
Yep.
Yeah.
They said
As
serious
we
knee
speak.
injury.
Jeez.
OBJ had some people some favors
I mean,
for him.
Cam Scatterbo, Najee Harris, Tyrone Tracy Jr., that's an incredible backfield. I mean, Jackson Darts looked really good. Malik Neighbors,
He's healthy.
he's
He is
healthy.
healthy.
Good
He
to
just
go.
took off the red no
Um,
touch jersey.
Tentatively, he's healthy.
Awesome defense.
Yeah.
Awesome D-line specifically. I'm just excited for them. I mean, I think that they're going to give the Eagles and Cowboys a tough time.
Arvo
That's all I
recent
got to say
friends.
about it.
Number 15, I put the Green Bay Packers. Kind of around where you guys put them, just kind of mid. Also division tax. Plus no Micah Parsons for a while. That's why I have him at 15.
At 15, I got the Chargers. Tell two coordinators right here. I like Mike McDaniel a lot. He's going to help unlock Marion Hampton, turn him into a great running back. But I do hate the loss of Jesse Minter. He did a lot with a little on that defense. I think he's going to be a great head coach in Baltimore. I'm really a big Jesse Minter fan. He is a great DC. Losing him is going to hurt. So kind of probably evens out in the end. They're probably going to have a very Chargers season. So
Cool. I think the top 15 in this league is really separated from the bottom.
I kind of agree.
18.
It's a bit of a line.
Yep,
I'm drawing
agreed.
or 17.
About right
sorry.
here gets
I have the
drawn.
Lions at 14.
What?
Yeah, there's just so much quality in the top 10 that I had to put them here.
What?
They're a good team. They're a really good team. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, I personally think the Bears are the best team in the division right now.
I agree with that statement, but
Yeah.
I just wouldn't have the Lions this low.
Yeah, I mean, I have the Lions and the Packers within like 2 picks of each other, but
That's fair.
I just don't know. I feel like Jameer is due for an injury. I feel like he's been way too healthy. That's why I didn't want the number 1 pick in fantasy.
You know what? That's exactly what I was going to say. Number 1 pick in fantasy, usually something always
And he just got extended.
happens.
Highest paid running back in the league. And the defense has been going through a lot of stuff with injuries as well. I feel like they've been producing way too much. I feel like they're just bound for a step back, and I feel like there's just a lot of quality in the division right now. This could be the year for it.
A couple new coordinators on that team too.
I was looking at some with the NFC North.
Okay. All right. So then my take wouldn't be that bad, but for this take, I'm tired of the tax on this player and how high that they put this player for him just to get to the same spot every season to lose a playoff game. Yeah, I put the Ravens exactly here. I don't.
AFC Super Bowl
Look.
or AFC favorites, by the way.
Look,
That's crazy.
that's
No,
crazy
they're
that they
not.
said that. They are not the best AFC team.
We do not
They
promote.
just kinda
not.
did, I'm not gonna
We
lie.
do not promote
I
gambling.
forgot I did that.
We do not promote gambling on U92 or U82. But last time I checked, they were the betting favorites to win the AFC.
That doesn't mean anything. I just don't think Derrick Henry is getting old. He should have probably retired before he came to this team. He was good the first year with them. They got rid of Isaiah Likely, probably because of John Harbaugh. They're keeping Mark Andrews around. Rashad Bateman got into some
arrested.
trouble. Zay Flowers, guys, is he the best wide receiver 1 in the league? No.
Top
No.
5
Saying
paid
he
receiver,
is.
though.
Top 5 paid,
Which is
not that
ridiculous.
good. Maybe better than Alec Pierce. Yes, probably. But I'm just not high on this team. I'm tired of the Lamar tax. Don't worry. A team that I like is right after this, but they're here.
No way.
Oh,
No
my goodness.
way.
Oh, we missed
That's
it.
crazy.
I can't believe you're putting that much
That's
faith
insane.
into.
At 14, I put the San Francisco 49ers. Having a healthy defense helps, but I think still they'll be a little bit iffy. But I could also see them, like I say with a couple of these teams, I'll play their ranking. San Francisco is one of those where I think it's possible. If McCaffrey's healthy, can see him going over 14, but for now, I have him 14.
Hey, RJ, we're going man for man again. I have Niners right here.
Wow,
Their
John.
core is kind of old, and it's kind of hurt. Nick Bosa, second ACL or second big injury ACL, I believe Achilles a couple years
No,
back.
it might have been ACL twice. You're
I might have
right.
ACL
think it
twice.
was twice.
And Fred Warner's getting old, and Mike Evans is Mike Evans. He's getting old. They're an old team, but I do like one player on the team a lot, and that's DeJon Stribling. He's having a great preseason, even though he's hurt right now. I think I think he might be the one on that team. If that's not crazy, that sounds crazy.
Is
I
it
think he could
the
be that.
power point?
Stribling?
Stribling?
I would say
I
so,
think he
yeah.
can be the one on
At
that
some
team. I
point.
like him a lot in that receiver room.
All right. Number 13. This is the second last team that I have on like the fringe. The top 11, I would say, are the set in stone top 11 teams in the NFL right now. But I have the New England Patriots at 13. I'm a lot lower on them than a lot of people are. Obviously not as low as Dom is.
I just don't like
No
them,
one's
dude.
that low.
But I think it was a fluke year last year. They had a very easy strength of schedule. They're going to get a rude awakening this year. But they still have a lot of quality on that team. I think Mike Vrabel-Rossini is one of the best coaches in the NFL right now. And I think he's going to take this team to new heights. Even if they don't have the best wide receiver core or the best running back room, I think that it is going to be a great year for Travion Henderson.
Yeah, they could do way better if they just gave him the ball all the time. And that rude awakening, that's kind of why I put them that low. But here I had the Pittsburgh Squealers.
Wow.
Your
Yeah.
quarterback's 45.
Okay, look. He's 45. Last year, really tough schedule. Still won 10-7. That's Mike Tomlin.
He's almost civilian retirement.
And
year.
this time we actually have more than one receiver.
Fair.
DK Metcalf, Jeremy Bernard, and Michael Pittman. You can't argue that's a pretty good receiving core.
You got big boy
Rico
Darnell,
Dowdle,
too.
Jalen Warren, Caleb Johnson as the water boy. Can't get any better than that. Defense is pretty good. I know there's issues with Joey Porter Jr. I'm not going to say they're going to win the division. Somebody else is. But, yeah, they stay right here. Either they're going to have their first losing season or they're going to be about on schedule with their 10-7.
Great shout, Connor, at 13. I have the New England Patriots as well. Just looking at their schedule a little bit, they got some tough stretches. I think this one's pretty interesting to begin the year in September. You got Pittsburgh, Jacksonville, Buffalo. You got the Raiders, Jets, and you got Bears and Dolphins. I think Mike will be back for this November 8th game, I think, or it might be the game before. Then you got Detroit, the Chargers, the Bills, the Vikings, Chiefs, then Broncos, Dolphins, end the year. I think there's a good amount of losses on that, but, I mean, for being the runner-ups, I mean, being at 13, it's a little bit of a drop, but it's at least explainable.
All right, I'm the first person to mention this team. At 13, I got the Chicago Bears here at 13. I like their offense a lot. I like Ben Johnson a lot. I think Caleb Williams is going in the right direction finally. In year 2, it's always a big year for a quarterback in any given system. Colson Loveland is going to be a great breakout candidate this year if you kind of already don't count as a breakout at the end of last year. But that defense has no edge rushers that I can really count on, and they lost a lot of key pieces on the back end in Jaquan Brisker and Nashawn Wright, who's gone right now. It's just a very new-look defense from this year, and I don't really think they have the talent on that side of the ball to kind of overcome their kind of crazy. They were very turnover-reliant last year, and I don't think they're going to have that kind of luck again this year. So, great offense. Defense I'm questioned about, so I got here at 13.
All right, my last fringe team comes in here at number 12. This is where I have the Green Bay Packers. Hashtag smack that. That's all I have to say.
All right.
Oh, no. It's about to get bad, isn't it?
Well, I had a tough time deciding between the two teams that could win this division, and these are both great teams, but I had to go with. Now, this is kind of off of context of who is going to win the NFC East. Both of these teams I really like, but I had to go with the Cowboys here.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they have a great
scared
offense.
me.
It's just their defense. They lost a lot of pieces. Philly looks really good right now. Their offense, they might have actually probably losing A.J. Brown is probably for the better.
Yeah, I think they got better after losing A.J. Brown.
Yeah. Honestly, they did. Their defense, great unit. But Dallas Cowboys, since losing Micah Parsons, that defense has never been the same. They're gonna be a good team. They're not gonna win the division. I just have them here.
Fair enough. At 12, I'm not too far away from John. I have the Chicago Bears here at number 12. I believe, no, it is not the highest. Wait, no. I'll get back to that in a minute. I have the Bears at 12. I mean, I still think they'll be a good team. Could they outplay this ranking? Absolutely. Just got to take in effect a little bit of their schedule. A little bit tough. You got the Eagles and Vikings. I think that Vikings game will be a really fun game in week 2. I'd actually watch that. Then you got Packers. I mean, the Patriots you should be able to beat. Seattle, Tampa, and then Detroit, Jacksonville is a tough 4 out of 5 game stretch. But, I mean, if Chicago wins a good amount of those games, they could outplay this ranking. But for right now in the preseason, I got them at 12.
12. I got the Lions. They're the Lions. They're kind of the same thing every year. New coordinators, I think, are going to help. They kind of missed that hire last year. Dan Campbell had to call plays, but they got some new pieces on the offensive line. They're going to help out a lot. That was one of the area of weakness for them last year. But other than that, I mean, they're kind of the same old they've been for a couple of years now in Detroit.
Wow.
All right, this is where my solidified teams in the NFL start to come in. Number 11. And I felt really bad keeping this team out of the top 10 because I think they've done a lot of good things. They've had a lot of good strides in the past couple months. I've got the Dallas Cowboys at number 11. This is a very solid team, and I think this is one of the better teams that Dak has been given in his Cowboy career so far, and they got one of the best players in the draft, if not the best player in the draft. What a steal getting Caleb Downs at that pick. I mean, he is going to be a revelation for that defense. They brought back George Pickens. Quinnen Williams got signed to a long-term deal, one of the highest-paid nose tackles in the league, deservedly so. This team's going to be tough to beat, but it's also going to be tough to – I completely forgot what I was going to say. Oh, my God. They're going to be a tough team to beat, but it's also going to be tough for them to win games.
That's fair.
Here, I think I'm the highest on this team so far, but I went with the Lions here. I feel like that's –
but
I'm not.
Continue.
You are. Okay. Detroit has always been a great, well, not always, these last few years since Dan Campbell has come into the program, they've been a great team. I mean, Jameson Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I feel like this is kind of their bounce back year. I know that last year they kind of suffered because they lost Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn, and now Dan Campbell just kind of has to get into that role of readjusting to his coaching staff. I feel like this is a little bit of a bounce back year for them in the division, and just they're going to have a better season, I believe.
Yeah, I'll go shorter for this pick because, Connor, I agree with you on this one. I have the Dallas Cowboys at 11. Dak finally has a defense. They brought back George Pickens. I think this Dallas squad can be really good this year, but their defense has to show that they can improve. I mean, you can't get really much worse from last year. It can only get better. I think they'll get a lot better on the defensive side of the football.
Hey, 3 for 4. I got the Cowboys here as well. Hey. They are a very top-heavy roster, so they better hope they stay healthy this year because there's not a lot of depth on this roster. However, year 2 at Quinnen Williams, he was great when he got there at trade deadline last year. I think it's going to be even better next year. When you have one of those guys in the interior who can be a force, it means a lot for a defense. So, shout out to them.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have entered the top 10 teams in the NFL this season, and this is the most number 10 team you've ever seen. It's my favorite team. It's the Cincinnati Bengals. This is the highest I could put them. There's so much quality in this league. I'm low on this team. I know a lot of people are a lot higher on this team because of the addition of Dexter Lawrence, Brian Cook, Boye Mafe, and such. But I know this team. I know that they're the 10th best team in this league. I know there's a lot of things that happened in the offseason that people are starting to look at. Obviously, I love the addition of Cassius Howell in the draft. The entire linebacker core has been phenomenal so far. Obviously, there's a lot of quality there. One of the best wide receiver cores in the NFL. Actually, no, the best wide receiver core in the NFL. And Joe Burrow, personally, I think he's number 2 quarterback in the league, if not 1, personally. That's just because I watch him so much. But I think this is very fair. This is very conservative pick for them because I think a lot of people are going to be a lot higher on them than I am. But honestly, I don't see this team cracking. I don't see this team cracking the top 9.
Now, I feel like this is a very fair place to put this team. There's a player that is holding this team back.
It's the Texans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One side, defensive side of football, awesome, really good, best unit in the NFL. Can easily win them several games. But C.J. Stroud and the tax that he imposes on this team, it holds him back. If he does better, they could easily win this division. If he doesn't, this team can fall. They can go way higher than number 10, but C.J. Stroud's holding them back. I got to put him here.
This is a little bit of an iffy pick for me, but I really couldn't justify putting them much higher. At 10, I put the Jaguars of Jacksonville.
Wow.
I'm not really the highest on him this year. I still need to really see how Travis Hunter really fits on this team because I honestly don't think they should have traded up for him still. Glad they did, but I just don't really see that fit. I mean, you want to play him both sides of the field? I mean, I'd say pick one.
Not anymore. Yeah, he's only playing one side now.
He should. I think. Yeah, he should be. But I think he might be.
He's almost a sunk cost
select
at this
receiver.
point. Like,
I
don't see him
think
contributing.
at corner he has to show something, but also, I mean, you got Foysa Luakon, shout out, but BTJ, and I want to see Parker Washington take that jump this year. I think that'll be really good for Jacksonville and could maybe put him a spot or 2 higher if he does. But for right now in the preseason, I got him 10. But you made the top 10. Congrats, Jacksonville.
Hey, Connor, now we're going, man. I got the Bengals right here. I like a lot of the additions on defense. If they can be like, what's about Gino, the 20th best in the league, that's a great improvement for him this year. I think it might even be better than that. So I like their pieces a lot. But Dexter Lawrence a couple years ago was on a deploy candidate at nose tackle. I mean, you don't see nose tackles get that many sacks like he does. And I think he really needed to change of scenery to get back to that form. I think he's going to get that in Cincinnati right there. So, I mean, I hope that. And also, hey, we're on the good year for Joe Burrow cycle. He was hurt last year, and he's going to be good this year. He's the most consistent quarterback in the NFL in terms of hurt one year, great next year. So we're on a good year. So let's hope they can end this playoff drought for once.
I think a bold take for this team is the fact that if this team plays to the potential of this roster, they're playing against the best team in the AFC for the AFC Championship. And it would not shock me at all.
Joe Burrow is that good.
Joe Burrow is that good.
I don't know why I'm seeing hate on my timeline for him. He is that good. He's hurt a lot, but he's good.
I have them a lot higher, but I'll get into it.
I have him in 2 leagues for a reason. Joe Burrow in 2 leagues for a reason.
This team's phenomenal. I mean, there's a lot of good pieces on this team. It's the fact that 1, I do not trust Zach Taylor, and 2, I don't trust this whole team to stay healthy. Obviously, there was a knock in a preseason practice for Jamar Chase. That was a bit of an ankle injury, but he said he's fine. I don't know if I trust that so much. That might be a little bit of a lingering issue, but T. Higgins has slotted in as a wide receiver 1 for us before, and it worked pretty fine. So I mean, I guess we'll see. This team has top 3 potential, but I have them at 10, unfortunately, because I have to give them the Zach Taylor tax. But number 9 is where I have the Bears. This roster is very good. One of the most complete rosters in the NFL, I think, personally. But I think the Madden curse is imminent. I think it's coming for Caleb Williams. I think he's a really good quarterback, and I think this team has very high potential. I think they win their division this year. I think that's a bit of a bold take, but I'm going to stand on it. I think they are due to have another really good season.
The Kobe Bryant injury kills, though.
It does.
That does hurt. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I thought you were going to go with me with the Bears, Connor, but for my number 9, I have the Jaguars. I mean, I put the Texans a pick above them. Jaguars, kind of like what you said, RJ. I just need to see more from this team. I just haven't seen enough yet. Trevor Lawrence has looked better. I mean, the Jacoby Myers addition with Brian Thomas Jr., that's good. I love Jacoby Myers. I feel like he is he is deserving of that wide receiver 1 spot. Was deserving to get paid that money. Like you said about Travis Hunter, I feel like it's a waste of a pick. He won the Heisman that year. When it should have been Ashton Genty, by the way, average 11 yards per carry. But yeah, kind of a waste of a pick, and it just goes to show. But I'm very confident that they could either win this division or be in close contention with the Texans.
Is it fair to say Travis Hunter and Ashton Genty have both been bad?
Yeah, they have.
But
That's
is
a
it
common-
Ashton Genty's fault?
It's less Ashton Genty's fault. It's a lot more Travis Hunter's fault.
I mean, Hunter
But
also
like-
had the trade up also hurts him a lot more. If
We-
he
Yeah,
traded
it
up a
does.
lot to get
We
him.
knew that Ashton Genty was going into a tough situation.
Talk about a Browns masterclass right there.
Well-
Trading out of that pick.
When Barry's job's on the line, he calls.
We also knew that Travis Hunter could not play 2
I mean,
positions in the NFL.
No.
it was kind of obvious like he couldn't do it. Like it's great in college, not great in the NFL.
Used to be a unicorn to do that.
Yeah, another problem with Jacksonville is you're paying Trevor Lawrence, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow money. $55 million.
That's a little ridiculous.
You have to play really well if you're Trevor Lawrence this
Who's
year
their,
or not. It's a problem.
Who's their running back this
Facial-
year?
Bashal Tootin.
Okay.
He's very good, I will say.
All right.
Yeah, he's not bad. But at
He's
number
no ETN.
At number 9, I put the Cincinnati Bengals. I kind of took Connor, Zach Taylor, and injury tax into concern. I could really well see this team being top 5. I took Joe Burrow in 2 leagues, like I said, for a reason. Really believe in the Cincinnati offense. Plus, you got Dexter Lawrence. Thought that was a really great trade, so I put the Bengals at 9, but I could also see them going way up.
At 9, am I the highest in this team? I got the Patriots number 9.
I think you are.
I
are
think
the
I am.
highest.
You know what? I think that we could look up the end of this year and say that Drake May is the best or second best quarterback in the NFL. I think he's that good. And I hate it as a Jets fan that they got him after Brady.
I think the range for the Patriots, the fair range, would be 9 where you put them to 13
That's
where
about
put
where I
them.
have
That's
them.
around the
Yeah,
range
I feel like
that I
they're a
think
better
is
team
fair.
with a worse record this year.
Wow.
Because they're not going to get that kind of
They
schedule
are
again.
nowhere near a top
man,
8 team in the NFL.
Drake May's
but
already the best deep ball thrower in the league, and he has areas he can improve in a lot. He was bad
What?
under pressure last year. You're looking at me like I have 4 heads. He was did you
Best
not see his
deep
deep
ball
balls
thrower.
last year? He got AJ Brown, one of the best deep ball receivers in the league last year.
that's a good point.
So they're playing to his strengths, and like he has areas he can improve in, like under pressure a lot. Speaking of pressure, they upgraded the O line. AVT is there now. Caleb Bloom is there now. So they can
Joseph
kick Campbell to guard if
Lee
they have to.
Burrow.
I think that we could see him be the best quarterback in the league by the end of the year. I don't think it's a hot take.
They just got a receiver. Who they just get?
No, they traded away Keyshawn Boutte. They traded them away.
They traded him. They traded
yeah.
him for whom?
I
I believe it was a
Like,
safety.
It was.
It was a safety.
A
Yeah.
7th round pick.
Yep.
Um,
Speaking of
See,
trades,
that's
there's-
that's actually crazy that you say that, John, because Patrick Mahomes actually didn't pass away.
I don't think he has his
he's
deep ball's
healthy.
been bad a couple years now.
He's still got his
Best
fastball.
deep
I
ball?
don't think his
I
deep
think
ball's been there
Mahomes, yeah.
anymore.
Either Mahomes or Allen.
Oh,
I don't think his deep
I
ball's
would
been there anymore.
definitely go Allen
Man,
for the
I
deep
think,
ball.
you know what? We can have this debate another time on this podcast. I think Mahomes has a very comparable deep ball to Josh
You know
Allen.
the best deep ball I've ever seen? Anthony
Joe
Richardson.
Milton.
Dude, yeah,
Anthony Richardson,
like week
Joe
3,
Milton.
2 years
Pierce.
ago.
that or Zach, the
Dude,
Zach Wilson
that
throw.
that throw's still
Joe
crazy,
Milton.
man.
He almost
Joe
hit
Milton
the,
was a great
but
deep
he
ball.
almost
He
hit
throws
like
an insane deep ball. He doesn't throw a check down.
he almost hit the ceiling of Lucas Oil.
If we could combine Joe Milton and Tua, we'd have like that'd be like just Josh Allen but small.
See now, if
And
you had Joe Milton with the arm accuracy of Drew Brees, he'd be the greatest quarterback of all time. That's literally Patrick Mahomes.
Who's up?
We're at 8.
Is Dom
Connor's
eight?
up.
Is it? Okay.
Oh, we just went around to 8.
No,
8.
we're at 8 now. Yeah.
Okay, 8 is where I have the Ravens. I'm not super high on this team, but they still have a really quality roster. There's not much more I can say. They lost a lot of guys.
Fair.
Oh God, I don't know why you put them that high.
I thought I was low on them.
I'm very low on them.
I
Dom's
thought I was
just
kind of
confident.
low. They have a lot of. There's a
No-
lot of good players on that
No
team.
division bias at all.
Yeah, I showed 0 bias.
Guys, I'm sorry I have to do this now.
Oh no.
At this spot, I have my beloved Carolina Panthers.
You're kidding me.
I'm not joking.
I wouldn't expect anything less from you, Dom.
Are they
yeah,
gonna win
Jalen-
their division?
Jalen Coker.
Are they likely to win their division?
No.
Yes.
No.
Sure.
Yes. That
That
doesn't
really
mean-
moves me.
Did they
Doesn't
go?
mean they're a
Did
top
they go
10
head to head
team.
with the Rams last year in the playoff game and almost beat them? Yes, correct. They can beat top teams. Can they beat the New England Patriots? Yes. Is Jalen? He's good.
Jalen Coker?
Yeah,
good.
from Holy
I
Cross.
like John Coker a lot. He's good.
I don't think you take regression
Xavier
into
Oget-
account.
They've-
I miss Chris
They've
Brazzell.
added some defensive pieces that they needed. They got what
This is probably gonna
Bryce
have to be
Young.
2
All you got to say
episodes.
about Bryce Young is that he can't.
This is gonna have
he
to
can't
be 2
play
episodes.
or bench him.
Yeesh.
Yeah, we're
How
going to
long
split
is
this
this one?
into 2
We
episodes.
we might have to cut this into like the top 16, and then
We can do
the
that,
bottom
yeah.
We're going to
16.
do that. So if you're
Probably.
listening now, you're probably in part 2. Hello.
Yes.
Um,
Hello, guys.
Dom, are you done with number 8?
Can I keep going about the Carolina Panthers?
Actually,
No.
I'll do an intro right now that you can cut to the front of it.
Let's
Welcome
do-
back,
let's do
everybody.
it
This is
the-
part 2 of the NFL preseason power rankings. Yeah, sorry, we're at 8 right now. Dom just had a heinous take. I mean, I love the Carolina Panthers as much as the next guy, and the next guy is Don Brusco, but 8's really high. It's really high.
Look, on 2-minute drill last year, I said this team has no chance of beating them. So give me the Carolina Panthers. And
did say that.
more than half the time,
You
they
were
won.
right.
I was right.
You were right.
They almost beat the Rams, which for some reason was a really good game. Nearly beat them. I did not think that they could do that. I didn't believe that they could even. I thought that they were going to get whooped that game. But you got to look at what's happening. They added, like you said earlier, Connor. They had one of the best free agency signings in this past year. They added those pieces. I mean, Bryce Young probably needs more of an offensive line, but this team is getting better. They're going to win their division. That's why they're this high, and they can beat the big dogs too.
Interesting. Yeah, this will probably be halfway into part 2, so just
Yeah.
a little another hello. But I have the Houston Texans at number 8. My 8 and 7 are very switchable, but I literally for me came down to the quarterback position, so I had to put Houston at 8. Obviously, Stroud really has not been impressing me so far, and the team above them has a better quarterback, in my opinion. I think it's pretty fair. So I have the Texans at 8 because of that great defense.
Hey, I got the Jags here. They kind of maneuvered bizarrely in the offseason. I mean, losing Devin Lloyd's a huge loss. They went with Travis Etienne. Then a bizarre draft where they brought in a blocking tight end named Nate Borkature, who none of us have heard of, out of Texas A&M with their first pick. But I do like Liam Cohen a lot. I think year 2 Trevor Lawrence in that system is going to move mountains. Parker Washington looks great in camp. He was great on the stretch for him last year. And I just think Lawrence, he might be a sleeper MVP candidate in my opinion, because I believe in his second half resurgence, and I believe in his coach, and I like the pieces around him, and they're going to be good again, man. I think it's time he becomes the player we thought he could become. He finally has the right coaching to do it with.
Yeah, no, after some careful thought and consideration, I'm going to switch my 7 and my 6. Yes, I said them in that order for a reason, so nobody can clip me. Yeah, no, I have the Jags at 7. After a lot of thought, I was looking at it the entire time we were recording, and I was like, yeah, this makes no sense. The Jags, I thought I was going to be the highest on the Jags out of everybody. I think they have a really fun offense. Obviously, losing Etienne or actually Etienne. Oh, I'm not going to call him that. Etienne. And Devin Lloyd is going to be an interesting offseason, but I think they've just gotten better and better with Liam Cohen as I saw them growing. I love Trevor Lawrence. I mean, everybody has issues with Trevor Lawrence because he's paid a lot of money, but I do think he is a very good quarterback in the NFL. I'm not going to say he's a star, but he is a very good quarterback, so I have the Jags at 7.
At my number 7 spot, I had to go with your team, Connor. I want the Cincinnati Bengals. Kind of like what you said. If everybody's healthy, they can be a highly functioning team. They can go up against anybody. They have the chance to win the AFC. I feel like last year, since you added those defensive pieces, I'm a little bit more optimistic about this team because, like, honestly, like last year, you were a play or two away from winning several games, like a minute on the play clock. All you got to do is just play chew clock or make that last stop. You guys could get a few more wins. That's all you needed. Offense does the job they need to do, and they added the defense. Hopefully this year, fully healthy, they have a good chance of winning the AFC going to the Super Bowl.
At number 7, you guys might seem to think I don't have another NFC North team left. I have one left. That's the Detroit Lions.
Wow.
I'm pretty high on them. I mean, their first 5 games, you can definitely see them going 4-1. You have Saints, Bill. I think Bills being that loss. Jets, Panthers, Cardinals. Packers, I don't think Michael will be back yet. It'll be just the week before he gets back. Vikings, like in that, you can see him winning like 6 games in that. I have Detroit really high. Have them going at 7. Really great organization. Good quarterback. Defense pretty good too. It helps when you have all those weapons too. Best running back in the league in Jahmyr Gibbs.
Hey, I think I'm the first person to mention this team here at we're number 7, correct?
Yes.
I got the Broncos to 7. I might be the lowest on this team. That's just because, like, it's hard for great defenses to be great year in and year out, and I don't see Seattle regressing. I don't see Houston regressing, so I think Denver's going to have to be the one who regresses right here. And I like this team. I don't want to say I'm hating on this team. I like this team a lot. I like Jalen Waddle a lot, but I just think that someone's defense has to regress year to year, and they've lost some pieces, but this is a year for Bo Nix to take maybe another step in his development. He had a really rough start to last year. Came around as the year went on. I think Sean Payton still kind of plays a bit of a conservative playbook for him. Runs a lot of like design to rollouts. We only have to read one half of the field. I think if he can kind of level up right there, they could definitely be the best team in the AFC. But for now, I'm going to be a bit lower on them because of that year-to-year volatility. But Sean Payton, whenever you have Sean Payton, you're going to win a lot of games. He's one of the more consistent play callers in the league.
Yeah, I'll take the bullet here. I'm going to go out on a limb and say I have the Broncos the highest out of anybody. Number 6 is where I have the Houston Texans slotting in.
Oh.
I have so much faith in this defense. And, I mean, Tank Dell coming back is a very good sign. Woody Marks, I think, is going to play a large part in this offense yet again. It's the C.J. Stroud tax. They're the best defense in the NFL on their day. And even on their worst day, I'd say they're still top 5.
You got Montgomery, too.
Yeah, and they still have and they did pick up David Montgomery, yes. I still think Woody Marks is going to play a large role in this offense. I think his pass catching is just so elite. And, I mean, going into his second year, he's got a lot to prove, but it's the C.J. Stroud tax. I would have this team easily in the top 5 if they had a good quarterback.
Bryce Young is better than C.J. Stroud. Just wanted to clear the air on that.
What?
Oh. Yeah, anyways, for this pick, I had to go with the Eagles.
Ooh.
Who's in your top 5? I'm so
Okay.
My top 5 is pretty good. My top 5 is really good, actually. I'd go with the Eagles. It was kind of tough. These last few teams were really tough to rank. I mean, the Eagles, they have a great defense. You got Saquon on that offense. Like I said earlier, you get rid of A.J. Brown. That kind of made the team better. You got Devontae Smith, Mekhi Lemon, the tush push.
They also got Wicks.
Dallas Goedert. Who?
Dontavian Wicks.
Drop
right.
Tavion Bricks.
Who
Yes, him
has
too.
looked really good in OTAs.
You got to replace a receiver who drops balls. Why not add Dontavian Wicks to your team? Pretty good at doing that. Former Green Bay Packer in their receiver core, but sorry, Eagles here.
I have the Broncos at 6. I debated about putting them a little bit higher. I mean, you can maybe switch my 5 and 6, but my top 4 is pretty solidified. So I have the Denver Broncos at 6. That Waddle trade was excellent. Bo Nix is healthy and can play great football. They can be in that top 5.
At 6, I'm putting the Baltimore Ravens right here. New head coach. Hopefully, you're getting a bounce back from Lamar. He was not himself last year. I think I wouldn't be surprised if that's kind of the end of Lamar as we know it. I wouldn't be surprised.
That's a little bit.
What?
Timeout. As in hurt or traded?
As not hurt or traded. I would be surprised if it's the end of his super prime year after a couple years, 2 years ago when he had the almost MVP season against Josh Allen. I don't know if I'll reach those heights again, but I don't think he's going to be as bad as he was last year.
Are you saying he's not going to be as mobile?
Yes.
Is that what you're
mobility,
getting with-
I think his mobility might go.
I can see.
Are you saying he's regressing?
I think
He's like
you're
28, isn't he?
regressing from what he was 2 years ago. It's one of the best seasons the quarterback has ever played in NFL history 2 years ago. Saying you're going to rest from regret is not shocking, but they have a new voice in that locker room.
He's
that's gonna
29.
help.
Yeah.
I think his mobility
No.
might go a bit, which he's still a great passer to football.
You
Much
can make
better than
the
when he
argument.
first came into the league. I don't think his mobility is going to be the way it was a couple years ago. I think just injury and age have gotten up to that. But I like Jesse Minter a lot. As I mentioned earlier, I've been talking about the Chargers. He's going to get that defense playing. He got in coaching the Chargers with Dante Jackson in the secondary, having Kyle Hamilton and Trey Hendricks on the edge. So that's going to do a lot for him. And they could easily be right back in the mix for the AFC this year. I think pretty comfortably.
Yeah, to be fair, I think early Baltimore days, I was a better passer of the football than Lamar. I don't think he could throw it 15 yards down the field without it being way haywire.
It was
but
bad.
now we're into the top 5, and I cannot wait to see your top 5, Tom. I cannot
Why?
wait. Well, I know we're going to have a consensus as the number 1. That one's pretty
hope.
obvious.
2 or 3?
I really hope.
Oh, I have a team in there.
That's going to make me really angry. Number 5, I have the Bills. This is the absolute highest I can put them. And I think there's going to be a lot of people that put the Buffalo Bills at number 5 because I think the top 4 is pretty set in stone. Personally, I think. Oh, no, Dom.
What is that noise?
That is Dom
Oh.
making a noise.
Who's your 5?
Okay. Then.
Oh,
No,
no,
you
I have
didn't.
this team
No,
right
you
next
didn't.
to
Just
the
give it
Bills, Broncos
Okay.
at 5. It's fair. But
all that for the
Yeah.
Broncos. For you?
Out of that piece in Jalen Waddle away to a team that's going to have a winning record and win the division. I mean, it gets better. John, you said that they were going to regress. I think that they're going to get a little bit better this year. They got Troy Franklin.
Regress on
RJ
defense, I
Harvey.
said, not on offense.
I mean, still a great defensive unit, though.
They can
Got
regress
to put him
something
at
good,
5.
yeah.
That's all I got to say about him. Let's go, Sean Payton.
Fair enough. I had the Baltimore Ravens here at 5. I think a really good team. Debating on what Jesse Minter does. If he kind of gives that same Harbaugh effect and they play like the same team they were back when, obviously, John, you mentioned Lamar MVP year, you could see them being in the top 5. But if they regress a little bit, it's really iffy. I got to see what Jesse Minter can do, but so far I got to put him at 5. They're still a good unit.
Hey, Connor, number 5, Buffalo Bills.
Hey.
GG Moore's there now. Thank God. They were playing some crazy names receiver in that playoff game against the Jaguars. I mean, we saw Gabe Davis back there. We saw Brandon Cooks catch a pass. It was crazy to watch. So we just getting one guy in there. But they're the Bills. They're kind of the same team they've been for a couple of years now. I mean, it's the Bills. Going to make the playoffs. Going to probably choke in a horrendous way because they always do.
Yeah, it's the Buffalo Bills. This might get me a lot of flack. I put the Seahawks at 4. I put the Seattle Seahawks at 4. Pretty comfortably, too.
That's fair.
I think the top 3 is very solid, in my opinion. But they lost Tariq Woolen, and they also lost their Super Bowl MVP running back. Obviously, I like Jadarian Price. There's a lot of interesting things going on with this offense. I love A.J. Barner. I think Rashid Shaheed is a very good option there. And obviously, I'm dancing around the number 1 name on the offense, Jackson Smith-Njigba. He's one of the best, if not the best, offensive player in the NFL. But I think this is the highest I can put them. I think they had a horrible deal with Devin Witherspoon. And obviously, Nick Emmanwori is coming back into this defense. They still have a lot of really, really good players on this roster. Don't get me wrong. But I think the top 3 is just that much better.
I think also Bud Clark is out for the year, right?
He is.
He's out of Iowa State?
TCU, I believe.
Is it TCU, one of the two? I knew it was a Big 12 school, but yeah, that also hurts.
Number 4, I had to go with the Bills, right above the Broncos. I mean, yeah, DJ Moore, that's the biggest piece. No longer a wide receiver. You're no longer going off that receiver core, which I was tired of. They needed that one. They got that one. Hopefully they can do something with it and go a little bit further than just the AFC Championship or, like you said, John, just choking in a really terrible, heartbreaking way every year.
Well, they need to get past the divisional before they get it past the AFC Championship game. I got the Bills at 4 as well. Great unit. You added DJ Moore. Josh Allen, you got to be Josh Allen. You can't be fumbling the ball near your own 30-yard line and giving Denver free points. But Buffalo at 4.
All right, time for some hot takes.
Oh, great.
I'm putting the Texans at 4, man. I'm putting Houston at 4. You know what?
That's fair.
Great. I don't think C.J. Stroud was as bad as his playoff game showed. He was maybe not his rookie year self, but he was fine for most of last year. He just dropped off so horribly in the playoffs. I think the guy he was out most of last year is more the guy he is in general. And I mean, really, he does not have to do that much, man. Can he be Sam Darnold for this team? The defense is better than Seahawks was last year. I think it was that elite. I love adding David Montgomery to that room. Remember 2 years ago when Joe Mixon came in and looked great for a couple weeks? I think he can kind of bring a similar effect to that and kind of help open up the offense there. It's a great defense. I think if they just get a respectable QB as CJ Stroud, they can be easily the AFC favorites, in my opinion. I think they might be my pick to make out the AFC this year.
Is Mixon still on the PUP list?
Yes.
He's
Still?
basically retired.
I think
at this
he's
point.
retired. Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot.
It's unfortunate.
I forgot about his name until I saw him in the fantasy draft order, and he was just on PUP.
After some careful consideration, I'm switching my 2 and 3.
Okay.
There was a lot of debate that went into this. At 3, I have the Denver Broncos. This team is elite. This team is really, really good. I think they have a top 3 defensive unit in the NFL, and they added Jalen Waddle to a wide receiver room that desperately needed a wide receiver 1, and they've got it with Jalen Waddle. And, I mean, there's so much quality on the offense. There's so much quality on the defense. You've got Sean Payton. What can't this team do? And, obviously, like I was saying before, didn't want to spoil my pick for the top 3. I think if everything goes according to plan and the rosters play out, it's going to be Denver-Cincinnati in the AFC Championship.
That's fair.
Please don't tell me this is where you have them.
Where else could they go, Connor?
Don't tell me.
What?
Who is it?
Don't tell me.
Don't tell me.
I don't know who it is.
Don't tell me.
I don't think he's said this team's name.
I haven't. What?
No, you don't.
What division
Oh,
is
you're
it?
just gonna, I don't
Is
know.
it the
NFC
NFC North?
Yep.
Say
That's
it,
not the
Tom.
Bears.
It is the Bears.
Oh, my God.
Name an edge rusher they have, man. They're not going to get after
I
the
just
passer.
like their team, John.
That's the
I
reason.
re-
Not. It's not. No, it's not the reason. And I'm not factoring in the Madden curse to this to why Iceman, or I don't even know if he can have that nickname anymore. Can he? Because somebody else was saying that was
Because
their
he got
nickname.
iced.
Shout
Yeah.
out George Gervin.
But this team has a lot of. I'm very optimistic about this team. Very good offense. I feel like they've spent so many draft picks building this up. Colston Loveland looked really good at the end of last year. You have Roma Dunze, Luther Bird in the third. They're doing very, very well. DeAndre Swift. They also have, what's his name? Manungai.
He's
Very
hurt.
good. Their offense with Ben
Rutgers.
Johnson. Good
Rutgers.
unit. Great safety that I'm not even going to try to pronounce that Oregon safety's name. Tiedemann.
Dylan Tiedemann.
Got it right.
He got
Good safety that they added there. Good defensive line, all around good team. Now their division is very tough. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like this is a team you can either have as a really high ceiling or really low floor. And for me, really high ceiling.
Yeah, your ceiling for the Chicago Bears is outer space, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't see them in 3. I had them at 12 because I think they're going to regress.
I thought the highest you could put him was 8.
The only
Yeah.
thing that's iffy about this is that Ben Johnson kind of takes out of Dan Campbell's book, and 4th and whatever, he's going to go for it. And in the Green Bay Packers playoff game, you kind of saw them pay the price for that a little bit. They still won the game, but playing like that sometimes will cost you.
Or was the 23 NFC Championship game? Lions-Niners? The year they should have went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Different time. But flashback for...
Yeah, that was a terrible year.
Well, we're
I mean,
recording on a Tuesday evening, but by the
That's
time
right.
this is out, probably throwback Thursday. But for 3, I had the Seattle Seahawks. I could not justify putting them below the Buffalo Bills. I couldn't do it. That's really my main reason why they're at 3 and not 4. But with this offense, it's really good. If Sam Darnold keeps it up, JSN, great. You obviously have a lot of weapons. And then even that defense is still pretty decent. I think Seattle will still be good. I wouldn't be shocked, though, if they play a little low to this ranking, but I still have them at 3.
Yeah, I got Seahawks at 3 as well, RJ. I think a big reason that is just the loss of Clint Kubiak. He was a big part of getting the offense to be the way it was last year. Obviously, Mike Down handles the defense right there. How the New Orleans is going to handle that offense is going to be a bit interesting to me. I mean, can he keep JSN being the kind of player he was last year? I'm not really sure if he can because he was just so incredible last year, but it's still a really good defense, even with the couple losses they've had right there. It's still just one of the most just like... I have a lot of trust defense going to be good again this year because they have a great guy calling it, so they can easily back the Super Bowl this year. Will not shock me in the slightest.
See, now I was going to say we're going to have a consensus 1 and 2, but somebody sitting across from me is a little low on a certain team.
What team?
Are you serious?
Number 2?
The Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure what
Did you have them at
Crawling
7,
here.
right?
Huh?
Where'd you have them?
6.
6.
No, it was.
Yeah.
Now I'm not going to say this is the best coordinator hire of the cycle, but it was the most important coordinator hire of the cycle, and that's Sean Mannion becoming the Philadelphia Eagles offensive coordinator. I think he's going to work wonders with Jalen Hurts. Obviously, they haven't been having him throw the ball as much. I think he throws for a career high touchdowns this year. You want to know what his career high is for passing touchdowns this season? 28. That's a little low, doesn't it seem?
It's not bad, but
How
it's
many,
still lower for
push
what
push
you...
touchdowns,
Yeah, I was going
that
to
we
say,
factor in
push
there?
kind of gets more.
Yeah. But, I mean, I think he could easily go for 30 this year. I think he could up it by 2.
I don't think
Have a
so.
career year.
Yeah, that's fair.
Passing at least. But there's just so many good things to like about this team. They added Wicks. They added rookie Mekhi Lemon. They got rid of the tumor, A.J. Brown. Cut the old locks off. But the defense stands pat. They're retaining a young secondary core, and they added Tariq Woolen. So that team's going to be nice.
Yeah. I guess I was the only one that was different here in picking Super Bowl champions, Seattle Seahawks here. I mean,
Yeah.
now that you mention it, I probably would have changed some things up. That they did lose a few pieces, but they still retain a good roster other than Zach Charbonnet.
Yeah, nobody likes him.
Price, really good draft pick. I really like that for them. He'll fill in the shoes of K-Walk very well. I mean, you have JSN. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name. I did that once, and we had to edit that out one day. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, going to
Good
leave that
call.
at that. You got Jake Bobo.
He's
from
out for the
UCLA.
year.
He's out
Well,
for the
that's
year.
a shame. They're not. They should be like 32 now. Anyways.
Miles Gaskin's also out for the career.
Oh,
for
wait.
the career.
Big news, guys. Miles Gaskin did retire.
We have breaking news for you guys. From
almost
Stirring
cried
the Pot.
myself to
Myles
sleep.
Gaskin retires from the NFL.
Yep. I sent him a DM on Instagram thanking him for, his love and commitment to the game. They didn't get back to me. Don't meet your heroes, kids.
It's all right. CJ Ham probably hacked his account.
Dude, I hate CJ Ham. I hate CJ Ham.
Ham boning.
You'll get there one day, Dom. I feel like you'll see it eventually. I have the
Maybe.
Eagles at 2. Kind of what Connor mentioned with Sean Mannion. That OC hire will be very important. I think Hurts will actually be throwing the ball a lot more. Devontae Smith at the 1.
Love it.
I feel like can be better than A.J. Brown at the 1. Just me, just a little bit of an itch, but I have the Eagles at 2. Great organization. Howie Roseman. I mean, really the top 2. My top 2 are the 2, in my opinion, best run organizations in the National Football League. So I have the Eagles at 2.
Yeah, guess what? We're 3 for 4 again. Eagles at 2 right here.
John, you still on my
Yeah.
list.
What's up?
You still on my list?
We have very similar lists.
Are you sure?
But Eagles, they have some injuries that kind of concern me more than the negative side. Micah Lemon has not played training camp, and Jonathan Grenard is also hurt. Was a guy pick up I loved for him, but
Yeah.
if he's not healthy, that might be a bit of a sting for him without Jalen Phillips being there. But as you mentioned, Connor, Sean Mannion is going to have one of the most important roles in the league this year. I think he's going to excel at it right there, and they're going to get back to being the Eagles we saw 2 years ago.
All right, guys, and that means we have a consensus number 1. I feel like this one's kind of obvious. Fork found in kitchen. There are 4 guarantees in life, they say. Death, taxes, Dolphins at 32, and the Los Angeles Rams at number 1.
What?
Oh, no, I have the Pittsburgh Steelers at number 1.
No, not the
Steelers.
Pittsburgh Squealers. I have Carolina. No.
Okay.
It's
So
kind of
nice, you
obvious.
put
Put the
them
Rams
twice.
here.
Going down to watch the
NFL
Panthers
super
game.
team. That's really what it is.
I
mean,
put them here because Ty Simpson's.
Okay. So the entire I hope you guys know the entirety of this season depends on if Matthew Stafford plans to regress or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That is the only thing that would take this team away from winning a Super Bowl.
Well, and maybe making it past that hump of the NFC Championship game.
Because
They could do it.
Because
If
obviously,
they didn't muff a punt, they won it all last year.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If
And
they
I'm-
didn't play in the snow, they would have won that year.
Yeah.
yeah.
Aaron Donald worked out with this team again.
Oh, he's coming back.
He's coming back.
He's coming back.
Have to.
They got
Please.
so they decided, hey, we need a corner. Let's go get a top 5 corner, and
Let's
they
get
got
his-
Trent
let's
McDuffie.
get his great teammate
hey,
to
we
play
need
safety.
hey, we need another edge rusher. Let's just go get the best defensive player in the league. And obviously they gave up Jared Verse for that, but it's a small price to pay for getting Myles Garrett on your team. And I mean, are we serious? Are we serious? This is the best team in the NFL by a lot.
They were kind of the model that building the super team. That 1 year trade for everybody, just win it all year. They don't
Yeah.
care. Tampa Bay did that, but they
Yeah.
kind of followed suit.
Yeah,
and it
you know-
works.
I could as much as I hate to say this, they did it to us in 2021.
Yeah.
I could see them doing it to us again this year.
That would be
2027 Super
painful.
Bowl. Yeah, no, I would forever hate Matt Stafford. I hate him right now. I really don't like him. You guys know. You guys have heard the heinous things that I've said about Matt Stafford.
You did not
Um,
like his MVP trophy.
No. Yeah, I thought it should have gone to somebody who isn't Matt Stafford because he's ugly. But if Matt Stafford decides, hey, the only 2 good seasons of Cincinnati Bengal football of all time, I'm going to take those away from this franchise, I'm going to put a hit out on him.
You guys went to Super Bowl.
Don't check your mail, Matt Stafford.
Bro.
with
Don't
Icky
build anything
Woods.
that comes in the mail.
and Boomer
Just don't.
Esiason.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Matt.
Say Boomer Esiason?
Yeah, they went to
Yeah.
Super Bowl that 1 year. Like,
Oh, the Niners
Icky
because of
Woods.
the Jerry Rice catch. I think it was Jerry Rice. You're testing my NFL history.
It's
there.
Hayes.
I have lived a long, sad life.
Before we go, I have a funny quote from Sean McVay. This kind of has NFL and college football news in it. As everybody knows, the NCAA players going to the NFL training camps for preseason just try and come back to LSU. Yes, was it Daquan, right?
Daquan Wright, yeah.
Former Cleveland Brown. I'm calling your name out here. Let's not do that. Let's not start a trend of that because conferences are starting to ban them. Sean McVay said, "Quote: I feel like I took a quote freaking gummy when talking about how some of these
I can hear.
quote unquote pro players are switching back to college. Shout out to the SEC, Big Ten, and ACC. Believe all 3 of the conferences have passed rules to where you cannot go to an NFL team and come back. So shout out for saving college football for right now. Big 12, we're waiting on you to make a move, but
I actually heard WVU's
Rams.
getting involved in this. We're getting this quarterback from Michigan named Tom Brady who has some eligibility left. He's going to come and help us out, you know.
some might
It's
No,
just,
if
be some
the,
competition for not Nico, for Mike Hawkins and Scotty down there.
So if the Raekwon Battle incident was any kind of signal as to what's going to happen here, Big 12's probably not going to do anything.
Yeah, we kind of started that, unfortunately.
We're sorry to everybody out there listening. We're sorry. We're the reason that this happened. Thank you, Raekwon Battle. He was a good player.
He
But
was.
that's going to do it for us today on Stirring the Pot. This is going to be 2 episodes. Obviously, we actually kind of cut that off pretty well. We're trying to go 45 minutes, and it looks like we're going to have around 45 minutes for each segment on this
Pretty
one.
good.
But we'll get back to you guys next week with some more NFL and potentially college matchups because it's week 0 coming up. It's going to be a fun one. But we will see you guys next time. Peace out.